Hello and welcome back once again to Viking Whiskey. Christmas is over for now, until next year, and I'm done with my Scotch Malt Whisky Society calendar. Now back to all the other samples that I've accumulated. Today I've picked up a nice one. This is a 24-year-old Glenrothes, bottled by Cadenhead in 2015. Matured in sherry butts and bottled at 55.7%. I'm really looking forward to this one. Details are on the screen right here. Would you look at this color? Just looks like it's been soaking in old leather, huh? Just has that pruny brown. Looking forward to this. Oh, that's definitely a sherried nose. I've got loads of these dried fruits, dates and figs and raisins, but at the same time there's a good acidity. It's fresh. There's definitely also lemon oil and just a hint of exotic fruits. There's dark chocolate, coffee. There's a light hint of furniture polish, or those leather notes, roasted tobacco leaves. Pineapple juice. Cherry jam, it's a big one. It's those Italian Amarena cherries. Oh. There's also brown sugar. A little bit of old wooden cabinet. I mean, this really has a lot of those, obviously those sherried, dried fruits, leather, tobacco, but also showing lots of age. But at the same time, it's vigorous and playful, fresh, and also quite exotic fruit sweet. Well done, this one. Let's see if the taste can keep up. It definitely started out on very different notes than what I expected. Alcohol is medium to high. It has some bite and a bit of a black pepper burn. But what really surprises me is coming from this nose with all these sweet and fresh notes, and here in the first chew you get something that is really dry and has more bitter notes than anything else. There's lots of oak bitterness. There's even some freshly snapped twig juice. There's also some lots of toasted wood notes, charred wood, something ashy, and at the same time there's also some mineral notes, wet rocks, and these notes is very, very, very different from from what I was just nosing. Leather is definitely there. The tobacco leaves are there, but there's absolutely no sweetness. It's dry and bitter, and with all these woody notes. Surprising. Let's see how the second year goes. There's really not much sweetness that's coming up here. Smoke is starting to develop, along with more notes of tobacco leaves, even some cigar, pipe tobacco pouch, and now, as I said, this smoke is also developing in the mouth. There are some notes of dried fig, but without the sweetness again. Oh, I could have really done with just a little. I really don't like them too sweet, and I don't like a lot of sweet stuff, period, but I do like a little bit of sweetness, especially when there's this many notes of all sorts of dried stuff and bitter wood and charred wood and smoke and everything. So fig is starting to slowly turn into fig jam, which is sweeter and which is good. Let's hope it gets all the way on the third chew. Well, no. It developed more heat, a little more alcohol bite here on the third chew, a lot more smoke. I mean, this is really a smoke roller coaster. On the first two, almost nothing. Here on the third one, I don't mind that at all. It's very nice, but definitely a development. Apart from a little bit of fresh ginger and a little bit of peppermint, what really came on here on the third chew is not an overwhelming, but a noticeable note of sulfur. Which would be fine again if there was some sweetness to balance it, but now it's dry and bitter and sulfuric. It's a shame. On the finish, lots of smoke, some ginger, very light mint, still quite a lot of oaky notes, tobacco leaves, some dark chocolate, and very, very strong espresso. But that's it. All right then. Rating this guy is difficult because there are elements in this whiskey that are just fantastic, but it could have really done well with just a little bit of sweetness here and there, which would have made it absolutely amazing. The nose was really good. It was really good. It was a 92. Whereas the taste developed and it got better, but it's probably best in the second chew. And the sweetness just never showed up, and that's really a shame. And that's why, taste-wise, it's an 85. On the finish is not bad. It's quite nice, very stable, gets a better balance in spite of the sweetness still. It's a very light note of cucumber developing here at the end. So the finish is actually not bad. Let's give it an 88. So, average. $88. All right. Thank you so much for your patience with this. It got a bit long. I hope you watched the whole thing. If you didn't, I can't blame you. If you did, I do hope to see you on the next one. Cheers.